The blue-headed vireo is a songful insectivore, found breeding both in boreal and montane forests. While similar in song to their red-eyed cousins, the blue-headed vireo's most used song is slower, sweeter, and takes more of a pause between each vireo phrase. My name is Rob, and this is Songbirding. I'm at the mountain bike adventure park northeast of the town of Wiarton. This is a new place to go birding for me. I've been here on bike and recall hearing golden-crowned kinglets singing here last time I was here. This place will be a blank slate, as there are no published bird records for this damp, thick, mixed tract of forest. Like many birders, I use eBird both to submit my own birding records and to find records for what can be found when I'm in a new area. Since there's nothing yet on eBird for this park, anything I find here will help establish bird records for this location. No records doesn't mean there's nothing of interest here though. In fact, some of my most interesting finds in the past have been in understudied tracts of land like this one. So I can see her cedar waxwing sitting in a dead pine. I just saw a warbler go over here. There's an oven bird singing. Some may not be able to hear this, but there's a cedar waxwing singing too. Cedar waxwing's very high pitched, so you may not be able to hear it. Depends on your hearing range. This is a black-capped chickadee singing, as well as cedar waxwing right now. Okay, something's ticking at me. It's gone to hide. It's gone to hide now. There we go. That's an interesting bird. That one I think may be a very young cedar waxwing. I'm not sure. Okay, so I think I got a very young indigo bunting. I'm looking up, it was ticking at me before. There was red-breast nuthatch here too when I parked. Here's a goldfinch. Probably just barely hear that. So I'm going to take the trail called the Rocky Way. It's an interesting spot. I have only been here to be mountain biking, but that couple of times I did, I heard kinglets in breeding season. Not many places this far south with golden crown kinglets breeding. Stepping into a stand of maples. It's our first red-eyed vireo of the morning, except that's not a red-eyed vireo, that is a blue-headed vireo. And I'm looking at a brown creeper. So this wind isn't helping. I'm going to wait for it to die down a bit so we can hear this blue-headed vireo better. Of course, he stopped singing right when the wind went down. Seeing the brown creeper go around. Oh, what's that? I think our blue-headed vireo is coming to check me out. So that's the blue-headed vireo singing. Doesn't help that there's some really loud vehicle going by. So you can hear red-eyed vireo here too. And here's our blue-headed. See if you can tell the difference. Blue-headed vireo tends to prefer kind of darker, more coniferous, wetter places. We've got a mix of we've got a mix of paper birch, aspen, poplar, along with black spruce, white cedar. This wind isn't ideal. I find that unlike red-eyed vireo, the blue-headed vireo doesn't sing as much. Though this may be anecdotal. That's our black-throated green warbler. Staple bird for this area. So in the background you should be able to hear red-eyed vireo. The blue-headed has gone quiet again. There he is. Okay, we're going to move on, as we may encounter more blue-headed vireos in better circumstances. This is a black-capped chickadee. There's our black-throated green warbler again. So it's only been a few minutes. There's already been about 7 different black-throated green warblers here. That's just one trail. I'm not even done the trail. And it's not a very long trail because it's a mountain bike trail. Might give you a sense of the density of population here. Oh. That sounds like a wood thrush. And I'm going to have to follow the trail, but it looks like it's going to get us there. Whip whip. That's a whip whip of a wood thrush. I believe I see where it went. Actually, it looks like we have 2 here. They are very good ventriloquists. They can seem like they're throwing their voice, but I don't think they can throw it as much as I'm seeing here. Seems to have stopped singing. Of course, it's quiet now that the wind has gone down. So that whip whip, that's also a call of the wood thrush. And that song is a pretty well-known song. So I'm looking at a black and white warbler. And it's ticking. Or chipping, whichever way you want to say. Black and white warblers act a lot like nuthatches. They do climb, but they don't always do it. They go back and forth. From acting like regular warblers, they go back and forth between acting like regular warblers do and how nuthatches do for climbing behavior. It's a black-throated green. You may have heard a redstart as well. That's our black and white warbler. Seems to be two of them. And there's a black-capped chickadee here too. Okay, I have lots of ground to cover, so maybe I'll find some who are more cooperative. Okay, what's this? Something singing up here. Interesting. It's too quiet for me to tell what it is yet. Huh. So that is white-throated sparrow. The song, though, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get closer and take a look. I'm usually not stumped very easily, so this will be interesting. quite a bit of warble to the song. Not sure what it is, other than it's something I don't encounter very often. Certainly don't encounter singing very often. Or it's something with a song that I just hadn't heard before. Doing some alternative song that I don't know. So it's a sweeter sounding song. It's not one of the dissonant birds. Higher pitch, so that's not a... There's a lot of noise in the background here too, which isn't helping. If he doesn't sing anymore, I might have to look this up later. Alright. One of my guesses is this could be a purple finch. This from the habitat. They vary their songs quite a bit. And he's, I think, on top or in black spruce here, possibly. I'm gonna have to walk around him and see if I'm gonna get my ears so I can tell which tree it's in. We both have black spruce and white cedar here. It's more sounding more towards purple finch in my ears. Unfortunately, this black spruce goes above the cedars, so I have to see through the cedars into a very thick black spruce in order to try to find them. Oh. Something moving around. It's actually in the cedar. Of course, it's on the other side of some leaves right now. I can't see it well. Keep an eye on that spot until it moves. A better position. Or maybe I can move. I don't think that'll help much here. Yes, I'm seeing
what looks to be purple finch. Streaky body, purple head. Yeah, so we're definitely looking at a purple finch. A streaky body, purple head. Looks like it's been dipped in it. Looks like it's had a paint can dumped over it. It's in the right habitat. Doesn't seem to mind me. So purple finch are hard for me to memorize the sound, the song, because I just don't encounter them all that often. They sound similar to house finches, a lot more warbly. Easily mistaken for a warbler. They can also mimic things a little bit. I've heard ones doing vireo calls, for example, in the past. It's funny, a purple finch stopped singing once I identified it. We're back on the trail. Very good birds in here so far.
In the next part, we'll continue this hike through the MTB Adventure Park and search for more interesting birds along these worn but never birded trails. For audio clips of the species encountered thus far, please visit songbirding.com. Songbirding, the Bruce Peninsula, was recorded, engineered, narrated, and created by me, Rob Porter, with Creative Commons music from Scott Buckley and additional Creative Commons sounds by Jordan Powell.